today's podcast. Where we dive into all things Indonesia football. I am Dika, your host for today. And Anglo side my is my co-host. Surya together well with you talk and sending discussion on the hot topic of naturalization of player for the Indonesian national team.
Thanks, Dika. I am Surya, and I'm trying to be hard. Today's topic in on the B debate my money solved why naturalized foreign player to both or naturalized them, or does that limits the opportunity for own talents local player.
Exactly, Surya, and to help us explore this issue from different perspectives, we have two amazing guests with us today in front of me. We have bosses and experienced coach who support player naturalization.
And from of me, we have Febri, a football analyst who against naturalized believes in the potential of Omicron talents. Welcome, bosses and Febri.
Thank you, Dika and Surya. I'm excited to share my thoughts on this topic.
Thank you. This is an important discussion, and I'm glad to be here.
Let's dive right in. Bosses, you support the naturalization of player for the Indonesian national team. Could you explain why?
Certainly, I view it from the perspective of team development. The level of international football is rising and competitively. We need players with experience in top leagues. Naturalization offers a chance to bring in players of that caliber. For instance, naturalized players like Tom Hay have shown excellent performance and a high level of professionalism.
So, you believe naturalization is more about enhancing the overall quality of the team?
Excellent. Additionally, naturalized players can serve as mentors for local players, sharing their experience and professionalism with young players.
Interesting. Now, Febri, you have a different viewpoint. Why do you oppose naturalization?
I believe naturalization is not a long-term solution. We have many talented players domestically who could be developed if given the right opportunities and training. Relying too heavily on foreign players would leave local players with fewer opportunities to develop. This is more about management, youth training, rather than the choice between foreign and local players.
Very intriguing. Febri, you mentioned the issue development space for local players. How significant is the negative impact of naturalization on our player?
The impact is quite significant. Each time a naturalized player joins the team, local players with potential might lose their place in the main squad. This can also lead to local players feeling discouraged, as they might feel undervalued by the federation. However, the proper training, our young players will develop and achieve great results.
Bosses, what is your response to this naturalization? Indeed, limit opportunities for local players.
I understand the strengths, but we must also be realistic. Competition is a normal part of modern football, whether they are local or naturalized. Moreover, naturalized players often drop in for position with the scandal to fill top talent locally. This can actually provide local players with more motivation to improve.
Febri, what do you think about the development of local players? We need to be improved to avoid dependency on naturalized players.
Development needs to start from a young age. Clubs in Indonesia should focus on football academies, creating environments that support young players' growth. Additionally, there should be more youth competition to provide more opportunities for match and skill improvement. Our football federation also needs to pay more attention to local players, from competition to national team selection.
So, essentially, you believe we have great potential domestically that remains untapped due to suboptimal development.
Exactly. I believe that if given the right opportunities, our local players can compete at the international level without relying on naturalized players.
Bosses, do you agree with this critique? Is development in Indonesia still lacking?
I agree that development needs to be improved. However, this doesn't mean we should predict naturalization. In fact, having naturalized players can set a attainable standard of professionalism and quality that local players can aspire to. Naturalization and local player development can go hand in hand. That's what we should aim for.
Our discussion has been very interesting. Before we wrap, I'd like to hear the final thoughts from each of our guests. Bosses, what's your final message about player naturalization?
Naturalization isn't necessarily negative in managed wisely. It can help the Indonesian national team compete international, but it must be balanced with local player development to ensure long-term sustainability.
Thank you, Bosses. Now, February. What are your final thoughts?
After hearing Bosses' argument and considering the competitive nature of international football, I understand that player naturalization can indeed benefit the Indonesian national team. Although I was initially concerned about the impact on local players, I now agree that with proper planning, naturalization can coexist with the development of local players. After all, naturalized players who are chosen have Indonesian heritage. They also take pride in representing this country. So I support naturalization as long as there serious attention to local players' development.
Thank you very much, Bosses and Febri, for this insightful discussion. I hope today's talks provide all listeners with a broader perspective on this issue.
Absolutely. In the end, both local and naturalized players are representing unfly Indonesia, and with hard work and good collaboration, I hope our naturalization team can achieve even greater success.
Thank you for watching. See you in the next episode and keep supporting Indonesia football.